Gun crime. How does it affect you? How many times have you been in a situation involving a firearm? Have you ever committed a crime with a gun, or had one committed against you? I have a strong admiration for responsible gun owners. To have a gun is like having any other tool, but it comes with more liability and responsibility. To acquire a firearm is actually an easy task, but doing it in a legal and safe manner can be intimidating for someone who has never been around guns. I think responsible citizens should own a gun, and also be properly trained to use it and service it. I feel luck in the fact that I have been around guns and taught the proper gun training in order to be safe and effective with a firearm. When I think of gun control, I don't imagine making it harder for people to get guns. I think it should be harder for criminals to get guns. When people talk about gun control, they generally bring up exaggerated topics and misinformation. Most anti-gun people are either uneducated about guns or don't like them for whatever reasons. Having a gun doesn't make someone a criminal. Guns don't cause inherent violence, but they get the blame for being used. Making a law to stop something doesn't make it harder for a criminal because they don't follow the laws in the first place. I can agree that there are many people that don't need access to guns, but at the same time, guns are one of the lowest forms of violent crimes, but ordinary items like hammers and knives aren't banned. And an overlooked fact is that the Second Amendment isn't for vigilante justice. That's illegal. They are for the protection of yourself and family, and if the day ever comes, protection from your government. There have been many interviews with criminals where they openly admit that they wouldn't attack someone if they knew they were armed. And in lots of cases, there have been attacks that were forwarded by legal gun owners. Oftentimes, when people are speaking about gun rights, they are talking about somewhat petty issues, and not the specific purpose of the right to bear arms. Many people try to misinterpret the Second Amendment, but nowhere does it describe hunting. It is in situations of tyranny. Law-abiding citizens are the only ones that suffer from gun control. No matter what the guns are still made, they can still be accessible to people that want them. Statistics have never proven that an increase in legal gun ownership reduces crimes. When cities and states increase gun restriction and make it harder for responsible gun owners, crime rates have significantly increased. Before the huge wave of hatred towards rifles, there was a dislike and a disdain towards pistols due to their size and capabilities of concealment. They were targeted for being banned and illegal. Pistols are dangerous in close quarters, but do not have the penetration that rifles have. Rifles have been around for a very long time, in many forms and with different functions. Because of its capabilities and accuracy, and with modern technology, the ability to have many rounds and fire numerous shots, it has been looked at negatively by people who don't understand its functions. Shotguns and muzzleloaders were the first types of firearms. Shotguns come in different calibers with many styles, like pump or semi-auto. The rounds for shotguns come in different styles, from shot and slug to even designer types like incendiary and darts. They don't have much penetrating power, but have enormous stopping power and defense capabilities. If someone were looking to have a home defense weapon, a shotgun with a magazine is the best bet. You wouldn't have to worry as much about over-penetration and going through walls, and you still have the knockdown force available. As far as gun control, I think that making guns illegal is a bad idea. Making guns harder for criminals to get is a good idea. But that is the problem with the gun control issue, is because if you can still get guns legally, there's going to be a way to get them illegally. And there are going to be people that want to get them illegally, and they will. And that's why I think we need to look closer to the gun control topics.